Down.
It's got to be a run, and I know it's scrimmage. Instead, they threw the
And they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before. From the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Line of scrimmage amidst traffic, but in this case, how about the free safety coming up?
On third down, Fitzpatrick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover. Opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Corner. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. For Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's got some space here. 68 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. But the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. 2nd down at 5. Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll run with Gibson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando, and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Fitzpatrick. Thomas brings it in. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Fitzpatrick. Going for it all. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception.
You would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side. coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, 48 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Gibson to start the drive. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 94 yards for... EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we are underway from FedEx Field. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline.
Play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Landon Collins. And they're going to set up shop at the 20. That's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Touchdown! A great effort there. 27 yards.
And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat. Excellent job on that play. A big loss. 18 yards. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. 1st down, Fitzpatrick. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Fitzpatrick. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas there to make the grab. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A handoff running left is Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Here's Fitzpatrick. And Thomas has it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. Throwing Fitzpatrick. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studio. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Third and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? Thomas has got it, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he finds McLaurin. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And that is caught. What a catch at the 3-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. A handoff for Gibson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go. It's Gibson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Fitzpatrick. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
3rd and short yardage, Fitzpatrick. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync for them to have more completions to him in this game.
So the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Fitzpatrick on first down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle. Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 39. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 39 yards. yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Washington on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
On third down, here's Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. So these two teams matching each other score for score. This last touchdown, that bumps the lead back to 7 with the extra point to come.
And it's a heck of a way to play, isn't it, partner? You feel good about it because you continue to keep the lead and your offense keeps scoring, but you sure would like your defense to make a stop.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. And got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 30 yards. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Mahomes will throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, Gibson. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Fitzpatrick to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A give to Gibson running right. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Gibson again. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. There's Fitzpatrick. He finds his man complete. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
On first down. It's Gibson, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly. tonight as Washington has won it. So it's Washington getting the victory. The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Washington football team. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Nashville. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Tannehill now to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
First down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. 1st down and much more for Henry. Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry, 35 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A man who played his college ball here in the Volunteer State of Memphis, Antonio Gibson.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play there out of the running game.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson, and he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Now a handoff to Henry. First down and much more for Henry as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. A give to Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Yeah, once more, a strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Henry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 1st down, it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll make it 4th down after remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. Bullock's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Fitzpatrick.
And he'll complete this to Gibson.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fitzpatrick. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And Fitzpatrick's throw complete there to Thomas.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Finding some room at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Fitzpatrick throwing complete.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas.
50 yards.
And Washington has made this a 1-score game.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Fitzpatrick going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
114 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. A toss left. Henry. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back now in Nashville. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Check, 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 check. Hip, hip, hip.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Second down, they go again with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down now, it's Henry.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st down, Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second down and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And they take a knee. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The light of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match. And we are underway in Buffalo. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. To the air, Allen. Being chased out left. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. On 1st down, Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Operating from the red zone now. Allen flushed out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 55, Mike, 55. I'm here all day.
Here's Allen. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run for Devin Singletary. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
makes his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Fitzpatrick now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Now Fitzpatrick. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they?
I mean, you're exactly right.
Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Rolling to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, 36 yards, and the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
I'm coming after you. Check 37.
Now Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen dancing to his left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over once again
at their own 37-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going to throw deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Allen to throw once more. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. It's a 1st down and more for Gibson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And some room to work. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bears touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmaker. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Washington.
Logan Thomas,
57 yards.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Allen escaping the pressure right.
1st down and more for Allen.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Allen now on 1st down. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Josh Allen, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills continue to pour it on. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A give running right, Gibson. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Fitzpatrick winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 69 yards. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Shreds him with a stiff arm. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen.
They should have put a stamp on
in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Still down quite a bit here.